Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw a chibi green lantern. So we're going to start with the eyes, starting with the upper brow on the left side. On the outside we're going to curve in towards the inside of the eye, and then from here we're just going to curl up the inside. We're going to take that and flip it over on the right side. We'll start with the curve first. So coming in towards the upper eyelid, and then curving out to the outside. From here let's draw in the eyeballs. So on the left side, we're just going to step in a little bit and draw a half circle into this point here. Just slowly moving around into the inside of the eye. Do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside and moving towards the right and tucking that in underneath the eyelid. From here, we're going to move up and draw the upper part of the mask. So just above each eye, we're going to draw a curve going from left to right. So curving down in the middle. We'll curve up on the right side. From here we're going to curve down to the side of the eye. So on the left, we'll curve down, and then on the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving on the right side of the eye, and from here we're going to curve in underneath the eye, and then come down to a point right in the center. So we're just going to put a little point right here. Starting on the left side, we're going to do a hard turn underneath the eye, curving up, and then down towards that point. We'll do the exact same thing flipped over on the right side. So starting in the middle, we're going to curve up, down, and then just around the eye, and just up to that point. We're just going to make this line a little bit longer there. Okay, from here, let's draw in the mouth. So just underneath this point, I'm going to draw a curve going up, and then on either end, I'm just going to curl them down. Just give them a little bit of a frown. And then on either side, we're just going to do a little bracket just outside of the mouth. And underneath this mouth, we're going to draw the bottom lip. Just a little line curve like that. Okay, from the side of each of the points in the mask, we're going to draw a curve coming down to the chin. So I'm going to draw the chin quite small here. So on the side of this point, on the left, we're going to curve down underneath the chin. And we're going to take this and curve up to that same point on the right side. So slowly curving up just to the side of the mask there. From here we're going to curve in and alongside the side edge of this mask. So curving up on the left and on the right. This is just the side edge of the hair. And from here we're just going to curve up and around on both sides. Let's make this side a little bit longer to match the right. Now from here I'm going to come down to the center. So in between the lines we're going to come down a little bit in the center and draw a little point. Now this is the widow's peak, so we're going to have to curl and curve up to this line, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So over here on the left, we're just going to do a slight overlap, curving down, across, and then back down to that widow's peak. We're going to do the same thing to this side, but as we get up here on this curve, we're going to curl all the way up to the side here, because we have the hair sort of waved over to the left side. So we start in the center, curve up, just like we did on the left, and curve up to that point here. Now see my finger on the left, we're going to curve up, across, and over. So this is where the hair is going to be wisped over this way. As we've got this little section drawn in, we're going to draw some hair lines in. So from the center point, we're going to curve over to the left. We're going to go back to the center point and do the same thing. So we're just going to make them longer. And here we're just going to curve out and around. We'll draw one more right here. So just curving around like that. From this point, we're going to try to come in towards that point, but we're not going to connect it. We're just going to curve in a little bit. Now from here, we're going to do an overlap and curve down for the sideburns, just below this point here. So curving around and just in like that. On this side, we're going to do the same thing. So starting up here, we're going to come down to that same point. So right here, curve out, and then into the side of the head. Now that we have that, we're going to draw in some ears. So just over here on the side of the head, do a curve going out, and then back into the side of the head. And up here, just for a little ear detail, we're just going to draw a little curve. Let's draw the same thing on the right side. So at the same height, we'll curve out, and then into the side of the head. Then from this point on the sideburn, we're going to curve out. And we're just going to connect and close that line off there. If you want, you can draw some lines on the side of the head for the side of the hair. So right here, I'm just going to draw a little curve like this, and one just below it, maybe one over this way. So I'm just kind of angling them out this way. Let's do the same thing on the right. So curving out, Draw one more over here like that. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the body. So down here, I'm going to have the left arm up, showing the ring. This arm is going to be over here like this. So just on either side of the mouth, we're going to move over, come down. This is going to be the armpit area. So we're going to start with a point on the left and a point on the right. We're going to curve down towards the hips. So the hips I'm going to draw pretty short. So from this point here, I'm going to curve out and down. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now with the waistline, you usually draw a line and a curve for the belt, but here, his actual hips come down to a point in the center. So down here, I'm going to draw a little point in the middle. From this point in the hip, I'm going to curve down into that middle point. We'll do the same thing on the right. Let's go ahead and draw the symbol in the chest. We're going to start with a circle, starting from the top, curve around to the bottom, and then back up to the top again. Now for the symbol, it's 2 bars and a circle. So we're going to start with the lines and the bars on the top first. So starting on the left, we're going to leave a little gap, going straight across. We'll go to the bottom and draw that exact same thing, across like that. On the ends, on the top, we're just going to come down with a short line, and on the bottom, we'll come up with a short line. We're going to go across on both sides, but we're not going to close the gap. Just going to do 2 short lines like this, on the bottom and the top. Now, from these 2 points, we're going to connect them with a curve that goes all the way out to this outer edge. So curving out like this, and then out to the edge to the right. And then in the center here, all we need to do is just draw a circle. Very simple. From this point, I'm going to draw the left arm. So this arm is going to come down, and you can see the back side of the fist. Now, because this is the left arm, you're going to see the thumb on this side here. So let's start with the hand first. So the hand I'm going to put here. Let's start with the inner side, drawing a curve like that, little hook. We draw another curve for the center finger, and then we're going to draw the third finger at the same height. We're going to come down, curl around like that. From this side, we're going to step down on this finger and draw a curve on the opposite side. So these 2 lines are roughly the same height. From here, I'm going to do an overlap and curve this underneath the body. So it's going to come down like this and tuck that in underneath the body. From here, up here, I'm just going to draw a curve underneath the chin, so that's the upper arm. Up here, I'm going to draw a curve going in behind the body for the shoulder area. And then over here beside this fist, I'm just going to curve around to the bottom for the edge of the glove. Let's draw on the ring. So in this middle finger, I'm just going to trace the outside perimeter. And then up on either side, I'm going to draw a line going up, a little short line going up, and then across, we'll just cap it off with a straight line. Okay, let's go over to the right side and draw that arm on this side. So we're going to draw the fist so you can actually see it in this direction here. So we'll start with the hand here, starting with the wrist towards the thumb. So we're going to draw a little curl that goes like this. From this point, we're going to go to the tip of this thumb and draw a curve like that. From this, on top of this thumb here, I'm going to draw a curve wrapped around for one finger. We're going to do an overlap here and just curve this in behind the thumb there. We draw one more time. So for the pinky, curve around like that. From the side of this pinky, we're going to curve down towards the wrist on this side here. Now on the top, just above this thumb area, the meat part of this thumb, right here, we're going to curve up and underneath the head. And on the bottom side, we're going to go underneath the body. For the glove, like we did on the side, we're going to start right here, draw a curve for the edge of the glove. And then on the shoulder, just draw a curve for the shoulder. Let's go and finish off with the legs. So down here, I'm going to draw a line straight across for the lower torso. On the left side here, I'm going to do an overlap. Come down towards the heel. Now the bottom part of the body is roughly about the same height as the upper part. So from here on the right side, we're going to do the same thing. So curving down to the heel on the right. Let's draw the span for the bottom of the feet. So from the heel to the toe, I'm going to draw a little curve. On the right side, we'll do the same thing, making sure that they're roughly the same length. From here, from the toe, I'm going to curve up towards the top of the foot, aiming towards that heel. So it's like a curve, half circle, but I'm not going to close it off at the back here. I'm just going to draw a curve that goes up, aiming towards the heel, but I'm going to stop right about there. From this hip, I'm going to curve right to the top of that foot, just like that. And then up here, for the boot, I'm going to start at the front edge of the leg, curving down to the back of the leg. Let's go ahead on the right side and draw the same thing. So with the heel, We're going to draw that half circle, but we're going to leave a gap here. Draw a curve to the top of the foot to the toe. From the heel down to the top of the foot, draw a little curve. And then from the top of the boot, just draw a curve like that. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Green Lantern. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and make sure you check out our Chibi playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.